Lisa Laflamme.
Good evening. Good evening.
Her skill lies in making her subject, rather than herself, the focus of the work.
Where our goal every night is to bring you the top stories of the day.
She has the ability to help us understand the truth of the story.
Links with the Liberal government.
A feat she pulled off again and again for more than 30 years, 11 as anchor of the country's top-rated newscast. She's reported from war zones, from natural disasters, and uprisings. She's interviewed rock stars, prime ministers, and princes.
As the coronavirus disrupts our
And when
daily
moments
lives,
came in our shared
New York
history,
City, apparently, an
Lisa
airplane
was there.
has crashed into the World Trade
working
Center.
with the Canadian nonprofit Journalists for Human Rights. She's traveled to Kenya and Tunisia to tell the story of gender-based violence and discrimination
At 15,
against women.
she went from an A student to an outcast.
And the role journalism can play in creating a safer,
Nations.
fairer world for all.
Spread. More girls appealed to purity.
She has long been a critic of sexism, not just in her chosen field, but in all workplaces. Respected and resilient. Her influence reaches far beyond the news story to inspire a new generation of storytellers.
Goodbye, everyone, and thank you for watching.
Lisa, come on up. May I present to you the Gordon-Sinclair Award for Lisa Laflamme.
I got to hold it together. Thank you, Wendy, and thank you to the Canadian Screen Academy for this extraordinary honor. It's been a memorable year, and I can't tell you how meaningful it is for me tonight to receive this award for a lifetime of work. There are absolutely too many people to thank and too many stories, so my problem tonight isn't how to start, but how to stop. So if the music plays, I'm just going to sing on through it, so be prepared. I want to begin, though, by thanking my great friend and my former boss for that incredible tribute. You actually got me all choked up, which is really rare, Wendy. Wendy and I have been working together since, as the saying goes, harass was 2 words. We made a hell of a team. Like me, she only weighs 5 pounds. The rest of us is thick skin. We've been through so much, both in the field and in the studio, and we really share the same philosophy about journalism and shared the same newsroom for 25 years. That's the award right there. Picture a cross between like the first 15 minutes of Saving Private Ryan and your favorite episode of Mary Tyler Moore. A good newsroom, and I've thought so much about this. What is a good newsroom? Well, it thrives on debate, on friendship, a bit of gallows humor, and argument. It can get heated, but it never gets personal as long as everyone in the room has the same goal: to find the truth, put the best story on the air, and beat the crap out of the competition. I mean, let's face it, broadcast journalism is competitive. Everybody wants the scoop, and yet, despite that, there's this amazing congeniality, an undercurrent of profound mutual respect and professional kinship that transcends competition. In times of crisis, and you've seen some of the footage tonight, 9/11 is just one example, and congratulations to Shelley Ayres, who just won with W5, and Avery and the team. She was the woman in my ear, September 11th, 2001, who said to me, just before a commercial break, A plane has just crashed into one of the World Trade Towers. We don't know what it is. Just tell the viewers we'll have live coverage when we come back. Little did we know that moment was going to change our lives. It is, though, just one example of this camaraderie. 2004 South Asian tsunami, Hurricane Katrina, the Arab Spring, every single war. I could go on and on and on. There are times when the competition share resources and look out for each other. And I see so many of my fellow journalists and colleagues in the room tonight. And I really want to thank all of you for the love and support I have felt from you over these last few months. I want to especially thank my beautiful longtime team who are here tonight. Rosa, Scott, Alan, Dave, Rethi, Mark, I could go on and on, Angelo, Paul, Avery, everybody. I mean, there's just amazing to see all of you again. I love you guys so much. We all know this can be a tough business, especially for women. Yes, of course, we have made huge progress from the days I had to beg my bosses to send me to Baghdad, but there are still roadblocks, especially for racialized women. And as journalists, we have a moral and professional responsibility to mentor and to make spaces for the next generation. We have an obligation to support and defend them from an increasingly toxic and threatening online stream of poison. I've thought so much since I was told I was going to be winning this award. What would Gordon-Sinclair make of it all? I mean, this award, of course, is named after him. And at first I thought, we don't really have that much in common. I mean, my heroes really were the Barbaras. Barbara Frum, Barbara Walters, Barbarella. But actually, Gordon-Sinclair spent most of his career doing exactly what I have always loved to do, which is to travel the world and tell stories. He never stopped or even slowed down until he died at 83, 2 years before the end of his last contract. It has been a difficult decade for the news media, and we all know the reasons, so from budget cuts to misinformation, but instead of a critique, because I know we all love to complain, I'm actually going to flip it around. I am as excited about the future of journalism as I ever was. New media, old media, the job actually remains the same, holding power to account in whatever way you can and giving people a voice. It doesn't matter whether you're writing on Substack or podcasting or working for a television or radio station. There is something about journalism that gets in your blood, in your bones, and in your bitten down fingernails. As I stand here tonight, I feel so lucky and privileged to have spent 35 years doing something I am passionate about. It's true, work-life balance was never my strong suit. There was no off switch. It was 7 days a week, but here's the secret. Not for 1 second did it feel like work. To the news leaders in the room tonight, I say keep the fires burning. Trusted journalism is vital to our democratic society. And I thank you all for this great, great honor tonight. Thank you.